Thanks for listening to the Dave Ramsey Show podcast.
Meet some folks who've worked Dave's plan. Jason's a firefighter. Melissa's an editor. They paid off $21,000 in 7 months. Glenn and Courtney have a baby with special needs and paid off $60,000. Jennifer makes $36,000 a year but paid off $22,000 in 18 months. You can do this. Sign up for our free Getting Started guide. Visit DaveRamsey.com/get started and make their stories yours. DaveRamsey.com/get started.
Live from Financial Peace Plaza, it's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host, and this is your show, America. Thank you for joining us. Open phones at 888-825-5225. Or you go online at DaveRamsey.com. Click on Dave's email. Keep your emails brief and to the point, and we'll do our best to answer them as a part of the show before. Well, Mega Millions has hit $500 million. And somebody's got to win, right? This is what broke people say. This is what poor people say. They say phrases like, somebody's got to win. And people who normally have their brains plugged in regarding lotto tickets, if it gets high enough, it causes you, some of you, the extension cord to your brain, for some of you, it's a longer extension cord than others. At 500 million, several of you unplugged. You ran out of slack on the cord, popped right out, your brain's unplugged. Something happened. And it's the weirdest thing because it's people who are otherwise fairly smart. At 500 million, something brain unplugs. They drop. So they say, I've got to buy a lotto ticket for $5. Somebody's got to win. Now these are people who normally would not take $5 and throw it out the car window as they drive down the road. Normally they would not just take $10 and just toss it out the window. Normally, they wouldn't take $10 if their child took $10 and shredded it right before their eyes, took it and just ripped up the $10 bill into tiny little bits and buried it in the backyard. You would have a talking to your child. You would say, you shouldn't waste money. And this is you, and yet you're doing the same thing. You're shredding money. You're not going to win. Dave, you ought to be positive. I'm positive you're not going to win. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. You know how I know you're not going to win? Statistical evidence. It's called mathematics. People who play the lotto is a tax on people who can't do math. That's what it is. It's a tax on people who can't do math. Statistically, here's the actual numbers. Now, this is so bizarre, you would think I would make it up, but I didn't. It's actual numbers. Now, this is mathematical fact. Statistically, you are more likely to be struck by lightning 6 times and survive, all 6 times, than to buy this winning lotto ticket. And yet you go, I can't resist. I'm going to take my $10. I'm going to take my $40. I'm going to take my $5, and I'm going to rip it up into little bitty squares and grind it under my heel because I'm the exception. Hope springs eternal. Somebody's got to win. It's not you. You're not going to win. No more than you're going to walk to your car after work and get struck by lightning. Get up, get struck by lightning again. Get up, get struck by lightning again. Get up, get struck by lightning again. Get up and get struck by lightning. Do I have to do this all the way through 6 times for you to get the point? And every time you get up, that's what's amazing. I mean, not just that you got hit 6 times, you get up 6 times. There's a YouTube video of a guy getting struck twice and getting up. It's captured on a security camera. It's the most bizarre thing. This guy walking along there like, boom, and he just knocks him down. In a few minutes, you see him start to twitch and move, and he comes to, and he gets up, and he starts walking along. Boom, gets hit again. And you're like, wow, what has this guy done? He get hit twice. in like 5 minutes. This is the likelihood, statistically speaking, of you buying the winning lotto ticket. And yet you place your hopes there. And what the dichotomy to me is you do that, and then you call me up and go, I'm not investing in the stock market. It's too much risk. What? What? You're willing to take dollars and just shred them up into little bitty squares, but you won't put money in a Roth IRA in a mutual fund because the stock market's risky. Risky? Well, I'll guarantee you this. When it comes to playing the lotto, you are risking nothing. You are risking nothing. Statistically, it's a 100% guarantee you're not going to win. That's what I keep trying to tell you. You are more likely to die of a car accident driving 1 mile to buy the ticket at the market than you are to buy the winning ticket statistically. 1 mile. One guy put on Twitter when I said that, he goes, yeah, my wife heard that, so she sends me to get the ticket. She won't be the one who dies. She just wants the ticket. So, I don't care. I mean, about all those stuff on Twitter. Dave Ramsey's going to be mad at me because Dave Ramsey, I bought a lotto ticket. Dave Ramsey's not mad at you. If you want to be stupid, you make my life good. I make my living off of that. Thank you very much. You're going to continue to be broke as long as you make stupid decisions, and I need a certain number of broke people to entertain the rest of the listeners. I'm kidding, but not much. Okay, seriously. Why am I mad? I don't care. It's just interesting to me how we juxtapose things in our mind. Oh, I'm not a person that takes risk. I wouldn't buy real estate. I've got all my money tied up in gold because the economy is going to fail. I would never invest in a mutual fund with a 78-year track record of 11.9%